Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and I know some of you are going to be interested in what the Stonksy indicator, that's this one here, a indicator by that Martini guy. A lot of you are interested in what that's showing about the market right now. So last night we had a kind of pump up to pretty damn near 70k, really, wasn't it? It was amazing. And I've been talking about this 15-minute time frame here, where this red section of Stonksy from the early hours of Thursday morning until Friday morning, not actually being profitable, although there were parts of it within that would have been profitable. Then after that, the price kind of went up, and I was thinking, well, I'm expecting a green bit of Stonksy soon. It never happened. In fact, the price actually did come down from like 69k all the way down to about 68.1. And then we went red again on Saturday lunchtime. Now, I wasn't too sure about the weekend trading idea because weekends are always a bit weird. In fact, the actual kind of entry price there, once again, was actually slightly lower than the exit price. So if you had have taken that as a short, you would have been in a slight loss, actually. So then I was thinking, oh, okay, it's the CME gap close thing and all that stuff on Sunday night, and that gap did sure enough close almost as soon as the CME markets opened, and that was that done. And I thought, well, okay, well, it'll probably just go up now, and it did. And I was expecting that 15-minute to come back on the Stonksy indicator as we went up to 69.5k. And then it came down, and the 5-minute kind of agreed with this. This went red at 6:50 this morning. These are UK times, by the way, so it's like GMT +1. So that went short this morning at 6:50, and here we are at 1:30 in the afternoon, and it's come down quite a bit. So far that would have been a profitable trade. I completely missed this, and I'm not going to set an order up there because we're too far down from there. So I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to be looking at the 5-minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame, and I'll be looking for some green to go long. I think that's my next move. The 1-hour time frame is still bullish from Friday evening, and that would have been great, wouldn't it? Up until now we're 8% up. If you'd have gone to the peak, it would have been over 10%. Amazing. So 10x leverage, you could have doubled your money. So the 1-hour time frame is looking really good, but the other ones are pulling back. So I'm kind of looking for a bottom. Now, the other day I showed how I can use Stonksy with these EMAs here. If you want to see how I did that, just watch the video from, I think it was yesterday. I'll link to it in the corner right now, so you can go and watch that. But here what we're looking for on the 1-hour time frame is these EMAs to get back in order. So we want to see them go green, yellow, cyan, red. At the moment they're like red, green, cyan, yellow. The yellow above the green is a good sign, but temporarily this is pulling back because the 5 EMA is below everything else. If we look at that on a lower time frame, like the 15, for example, you can see that this is actually bearish because you've still got the green above the yellow. The green is a 55 EMA, the yellow is a 21. If you want to see how to set these up, look at the video that's linked right at the very end of this video, and that's a free indicator. Something like the 5-minute. 5-minute is probably the move I'm looking for next, really. I'm looking for that yellow to cross above the green. Now, to actually get an idea of a level, I'm still finding it useful to use the VWAP Standard Deviation Bands version 2 mod. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's this one here. So if you want to find that, if you just look for VWAP STDEV, and you'll see it here. It's that one there by the Yanguizi. And what this does, it puts these green bands here and these red bands here. And generally, I only tend to go long if we're down in this green area here, and I only tend to go short if we're in that red area there. So there are 2 indicators you can add for free from TradingView, which can help you get an idea of the way the market's going. And the main thing we're looking for is the cross of these green and yellow lines. If you get areas like this where it's just going backwards and forwards all the time, you're not quite sure what's happening, I normally just go to a higher time frame, something like the 7 minutes. You might see them not cross so much. Well, they're still crossing a bit more. Let's look at something like the 15 minute. Okay, so that's given a much clearer idea. So you can see this went bearish there at 8:45 this morning. What we're looking for is the yellow to go above the green like it did back here. There is another indicator that you might find useful if you haven't got Stonksy. It does lag a bit, and that's this one here. It's called Whole Suite by In Silico. So once again, you just go to indicators, look for Whole Suite, and it's Whole Suite by In Silico, that one there. It's got a lot of downloads, 13,153 currently. So that's the one you want to look for. And what that does, that puts this kind of green and red band on the chart. So at the moment, you're seeing here on the 1 hour time frame that we're in a bit of a downtrend. But if you look at something like the 5 minute, you can see that we're on a downtrend, but the red band is getting slightly thinner there. And it looks like there is a possibility that we could go up. But as soon as you see that green, you pretty much know you're going to go up for a little while. The problem here, you can see though, the whole suite always lags, because by the time you would have seen that signal, the price would have already pumped. So you want to be looking for the idea of it going thinner. Some different time frames it looks more useful. For example here, the 15 minute, you can pretty much see that clearly at the moment we're still in a downtrend. But when you do see this one go green, it's more likely that over time you will be able to capture a much larger move. Now, would you look at that? The 1 hour time frame with Stonksy has actually just gone bearish. Okay, so that isn't looking good for the price of Bitcoin. I think we could see some pullback from here. However, that candle hasn't closed yet. That's got another 43 minutes to go, so it's only just formed. So it's possible that in the next 20 or so minutes we could see, I'm saying that because it's 2:17 p.m. at the moment in the UK, which means that New York will start trading in about 10 minutes time. And that period between 2:30 and 3 is normally quite important for the price of everything. So I'll publish this video now and hopefully you'll see it before 3. So if you appreciate that, please do give the video a like. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Do make sure you subscribed and you got the notifications set on all. And above all, tell your friends.